Welcome to the 5th introductory video. In this video, I will show you how to use alternative image markers on your iFloorPlans. And also, how to convert an image marker into a button with a label. To change the color or shape of the marker, you can simply pick one from the image marker library. So, let's try some different colors. Scroll down to see some more colors and shapes. You can drag this slider to scale the markers to suit your floor plan. When you're happy with your markers, just click Done to close this panel. And you can change or rescale the markers at any time. You can also use this panel to change a marker into a button with a label. So to do this, let's go to the image library and load an image of the building in which this apartment is in. Select the image and add it to the editor. And then click through the images until a new marker and the image appear. And move the marker to where you want the button to be. Let's go back to image markers and this time create a button for this image. This time click Create a button. We can customize the button with these controls. First, give your button a label. Choose a color for the label. And then a color for the button. I want a blue button similar to the markers. That is close, but I'll try again using the eyedropper to sample the color from the marker. That's better. So now you can adjust the width and height of your button. And you can adjust the rounding of the button corners. Now we are ready to swap out the active marker for our button. Now the button is active with the red outline, we can reposition the button and scale it. Click Done when you're ready. It's time to preview the changes. You can use a button instead of a marker for images that are not part of the floor plan, like this apartment block or perhaps a nearby beach, park or shopping strip, or common areas like the pool and gymnasium. But what if you want to use a marker that is different to the markers iFloorPlan offers? You can design your own marker and upload it to your account. Let's take another look at the Image Markers panel. And I'll show you how you can do this. So I'll close the preview window and go back to the editor. You have two libraries of markers. One is markers provided by iFloorPlan and the other, My Markers, is where your own custom markers are located. So how to create and upload your own markers? Let's go to the dashboard and see where you upload your markers. In the dashboard, click on the Markers tab. You can upload your own markers for images or 360 panoramas. Click Choose Files and upload two files. One for the normal state and one for the hover or active state. You can swap the markers if you need to. And that is done, you have your own marker to use in your iFloorPlans. There is a new purple marker with a yellow hover. So how do you make these marker files? I'll show you how to do that next. The markers are two small graphic files, about 30 to 80 pixels square. These are .svg files. That's scalable vector graphic. These are the two images we uploaded for our new marker just before. You can create these files using a drawing app like Adobe Illustrator or Affinity Designer. Or you can use online services like Figma.com to create these files. Figma is free to use and is an excellent app for creating or editing SVGs. SVG files are the best for markers, but you can use bitmap files too. Use Photoshop or Affinity Photo to create a .png or .gif file. They should be a bit bigger, as they can scale down well, but don't scale up. Make these markers about 60 by 60 pixels. If this sounds a little bit daunting, and all you want to do is use a different color for the markers, here is a quick way to achieve that using Figma.com. Let's go back to the editor and open the Image Markers panel. Choose a marker and right-click on it and choose Save Image As. Now let's skip over to Figma.com. You will need to create an account on Figma. A link to Figma.com is in the Markers tab. With your Figma window open in your browser, locate the marker file you downloaded and drag it onto the Figma page. Hold the Z key on your keyboard and click and drag to enlarge the marker. In the right-hand panel, under Selection Colors, click Radial. You can then adjust the colors. The base color is on the right, and the highlight color on the left. Then click on the page to close the color picker. Then, again on the right-hand panel you will see Export. From the drop-down menu, choose SVG. Then click Export. And that's it, done. You can also copy the marker in Figma by selecting the marker, then click and drag holding the Option key on your keyboard and then edit the colors again for the hover marker. Export your hover marker, again choosing SVG from the drop-down menu. You now have the two marker files that you can upload to your iFloorPlan account for your exclusive use.